Hey everyone, I just finished listening to Seveneves by Neal Stephenson, and I'm not really sure I like the book. The audiobook is 32 hours long. It was narrated by Peter Brook and it was really well done. But I realized that after about 8 or 9 hours, I started speeding it up to twice as fast. And I really am annoyed that I can only choose between 1 times speed or 2 times speed on my iPod. I wish I could go for 1.5 because that's much easier to follow. But I noticed that I wasn't paying attention when I listened to it on normal speed. So it was twice as fast. I could pay more attention, if that makes any sense, because I needed to pay attention, and that's why I didn't drift off. And the story is basically the survival of humanity after the moon was destroyed and is threatening to destroy Earth, so it becomes inhabitable. It's a sci-fi story and it is very well written. And the book comes in 3 parts. The first part is all about after the moon got destroyed. The second part takes a lot about the journey and the events that happen after one other big event happens, and the third part is years later, like 5,000 years later, and what happened of humanity and how things are going with Earth and everything. So there's the basics. There are many characters. In the beginning I had a few troubles figuring out who's who, which sometimes happens when you start a new novel. You lose contact with who's talking now, who is it, because we were getting stories from different perspectives. And I figured out some of the main characters and the people I liked and the people I didn't like, and some people I was more interested in than others, but that's just all normal. Generally, the first part was very captivating and very interesting, but it was also very scientifically heavy. So there were a lot of descriptions, a lot of talk of machines and space and new inventions, and I noticed that I wanted to have something that I can see. So for me, this would have probably been perfect as a movie, a TV show, or a graphic novel with images going along with the explanations, although I do like the detailed explanations of everything. The second part is similar to the first part, wherein there is a lot of technical description. We have still a lot of people, a lot of things going on, and a lot of the intrigue, and there's still drama, and it's all very fresh and captivating. The story really had me focused and glued to the iPod, but I really liked it. I really liked the first 2 parts of what was going on. I was invested in humanity and in some of the characters, and I was really in the story. But then the third part came and everything changed. I really found myself having difficulty focusing more and more. So the descriptions didn't go away, but some of it felt a little bit repetitious, and it got, instead of all the scientific stuff, which were like, you have to imagine how this machine looks, it turned a lot to political things and terraformer and biological chemistry, not that detailed, but a lot of the stuff was more about culture, about how people live. It was descriptive, another kind of descriptive, and that lost me. I just lost interest in the whole story. I would have preferred actually to have the whole book end after the second part, like before we look at what became of humanity 5,000 years later, and then we come to the complete ending. For me, it just felt like the story ended in the middle of the story. So I haven't checked yet if there's supposed to be coming more in this story, but I mean, if there is, why make it so big and long in one edition instead of doing more? And I don't really know what it wanted to tell me at the end. I'm kind of lost. I really enjoyed the first 2 parts. I thought they were well written, captivating, fascinating, and the characters, despite some being dislikable, it made me angry. I really liked rooting for the ones that I liked. But in the third part, I couldn't really connect to the people. I couldn't really figure out, what do we want to do here? What is our story? I was lost. I was literally lost in my book. And that's what I have to say about Seveneves. Let's talk in comments. If you've read it, be aware to warn of spoilers if you give any for the people who haven't read the book yet. And I'm gonna go and see what other people said. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.